FBW fans, welcome to WrestleBash 9, the biggest show of the year for FBW. And to kick things off here at WrestleBash 9, we have a United States Championship ladder match where this man right here, he calls himself the class act. Draven Soulis looking to shove Anthony Aries out of the limelight and bring a new age of elegance to FBW. Now, Draven Soulis, he is not a stranger to the United States Championship in Anthony Aries, because earlier this year at Genesis, it was Draven Soulis versus Anthony Aries for the United States Championship. However, Draven Soulis lost that match, but he survived 10 minutes at No Love against the Titan, Andrew Havoc, the current hardcore champion, and he earned himself another shot. But this is not going to be an easy match for Draven Soulis, because this is a ladder match where the only way to win is to climb a ladder and retrieve the United States champion. Now, Draven Soulis has not been in a ladder match, so he doesn't have the experience, but the United States champion, the Razor Rage, this man right here, he has the experience in ladder matches. He has the experience on the biggest stage of FBW WrestleBash, because this man right here, Anthony Aries, he has not been pinned or submitted at WrestleBash. He has the best track record of any competitor here in FBW at WrestleBash. And the last time Anthony Aries was in a ladder match at WrestleBash, he did lose, that being WrestleBash 6. But Anthony Aries, he has won ladder matches in the past. One of his biggest ladder match victories being at Showdown episode 15 in 2019, where he defeated First Lady of FBW, Ruby, in a ladder match for the undisputed title. But this match right here will crown the new face of the United States Championship division going forward for this year.
Introducing first, the challenger, Draven Soulis!
The time has arrived.
And your champion, the reigning, defending United States champion, the Razor Rage, Anthony Aries!
To be a very interesting match, as Anthony Aries chose this match because he wants Draven Soulis to earn and show some grit. He wants to be the United States champion, to hold the division down, but Draven Soulis quickly trying to run and retrieve the United States Championship, trying to get a quick one on Anthony Aries, but the experience factor, the ruthless attitude of Anthony Aries, just taking it to Draven Soulis, taking him off the ladder and throwing him into that shed. Draven Soulis thinks that Anthony Aries is old and washed up, and he doesn't deserve to be in the limelight, to be the face of FBW, but Draven Soulis believes that that is his duty, that that is his purpose here in FBW. But Anthony Aries taking Draven Soulis down with a clothesline. Now, the last time these two men fought was Genesis, and even though Draven Soulis had a great showing in that match, Anthony Aries took the United States Championship. Anthony Aries using his experience factor over Draven Soulis, who is still in his first 6 months of his wrestling career. Anthony Aries suplexing Draven Soulis. Anthony Aries trying to wear down Draven Soulis to incapacitate Draven Soulis so he can climb the ladder and retrieve the United States Championship. There are no pinfalls, there are no submissions, there are no disqualifications. The only way to win is to climb the ladder and retrieve the United States Championship. Now, Draven Soulis, he has an ego. He brags a lot, but you can't underestimate Draven Soulis. He has some good showings in matches so far here in FBW, at Genesis, at No Love, at Fight Night. Anthony Aries knows what Draven Soulis is capable of. He cannot underestimate Draven Soulis in their third encounter meeting in the ring. Last show at Fight Night, Anthony Aries and Draven Soulis did briefly interact with each other, but now Anthony Aries moving the ladder, setting it up near the trampoline, moving the ladder away from the United States Championship. What is Anthony Aries planning undoing here. He's dragging Draven Soulis into position and now just targeting the leg. Anthony Aries has that Curse of Aries lock that you do not want to be locked in on, but Anthony Aries targeting the leg. Good strategy by the veteran in this match. You target the leg. If you don't have your legs, you cannot stand, you cannot climb the ladder, which this whole match is based around. Anthony Aries putting that cookie sheet right on the leg of Draven Soulis. Now he's climbing the ladder. This is not looking good for Draven Soulis. Anthony Aries is on top of the ladder. What is he going for? But no, Draven Soulis moves out the way and he knocks Anthony Aries out with the cookie sheet. Landing on that uneven surface of the trampoline. It is so easy to twist your ankle, to injure your ankle. Anthony Aries has to be careful, and now Draven Soulis taking it to the leg of Anthony Aries, and now he has Anthony Aries locked in that leg lock, trying to damage the leg of Anthony Aries, but Anthony Aries countering with his own leg lock. Both men locking each other in a leg lock, trying to get the upper hand. And Draven Soulis now kicking Anthony Aries. Going after the leg is a great strategy for this ladder match. But now what is Draven Soulis going for here? And he floors Anthony Aries with a clothesline. And now choking Anthony Aries. And now Draven Soulis dragging Anthony Aries into position himself. And now Draven Soulis is on top of the ladder. He's now in the high risk district. What is Draven Soulis going for here? Going for an elbow drop. Doesn't look like he got all of it, but he got enough. Still dropping some body weight onto Anthony Aries, putting some damage on Anthony Aries. And now Draven Soulis grabbing the ladder.
Come on.
Moving it back towards the United States Championship. First attempt in grabbing the United States Championship. Can Draven Soulis have it won here? Almost touching the United States Championship, but Anthony Aries takes Draven Soulis off the ladder by throwing a cookie sheet. And now Anthony Aries himself climbing the ladder. This is Anthony Aries' third defense here. But no, Draven Soulis now targeting the leg. Draven Soulis now throwing Anthony Aries off the ladder. Pulling him down. Falling off the ladder is a big risk here. Every time you climb the ladder, you run the risk of getting pulled off. Falling from that height, you can twist an ankle. You can injure your leg, blow out a knee. The risks are endless here. Anthony Aries feels if that Draven Soulis wants to be the face of FBW and he wants to take his crown, he has to show some grit, prove his worth here, and he feels that a ladder match will be the right opportunity to show who really deserves to be a champion here in FBW. Now what is this? And no, Draven Soulis trying to go for a stomp. Now Anthony Aries has him locked in. Draven Soulis tried going for a stomp used by Anthony Aries' tag team partner Sam Reeves and Violence Enterprise. We saw Violence Enterprise face the team of Draven Soulis and Chris Dynamite. And now Anthony Aries going back to the leg with those leg DDTs. Trying to snap the leg of Draven Soulis. This is what I'm talking about, the experience factor. Anthony Aries, he's been focusing on the legs more out of these competitors. And now Anthony Aries has Draven Soulis locked in a single leg grab. But that's what I'm talking about, Anthony Aries with the experience factor. He's been mostly going after the legs. And now Anthony Aries trying to lock in his Curse of Aries lock. That leg lock that has made many victims tap out in his FBW career. But Draven Soulis trying to fight out of it. And now Anthony Aries just using the cookie sheet because he could not get the Curse of Aries locked in. Now Anthony Aries going back towards the ladder. It's going to be very hard for Draven Soulis to stand up. We've seen a lot of leg damage done in this match so far. And now Anthony Aries, he's right at the United States Championship. Can he grab the United States Championship? But no, Draven Soulis. Draven Soulis interrupting Anthony Aries' climb. Now what is Anthony Aries going for here? Draven Soulis falling down. Looks like Anthony Aries was about to jump. Anthony Aries thinking twice to take that risk, but Draven Soulis, he shoves Anthony Aries into that fence. Now Draven Soulis dragging Anthony Aries up against the gate. What is Draven Soulis setting up for here? Could he be looking for a knee strike? I don't think he got all of it. He clipped the top of the head of Anthony Aries. I think he got enough of it to knock out Anthony Aries. Draven Soulis showing the effects of all the damage that has Anthony Aries done to his leg. Draven Soulis slowly climbing the ladder. Every time he puts pressure on that leg, you have to think of the pain that is going through his leg. But Anthony Aries tipping the ladder, and Draven Soulis falls off the ladder, landing on his legs. Great strategy by Anthony Aries. Now Anthony Aries, what is he going for here? He's throwing Draven Soulis back into the ring, looking to incapacitate Draven Soulis more before climbing the ladder to get the United States Championship. And now what is this? And a cutter by Anthony Aries. Both Dynamite cutter, shades of his longtime friend, Chris Dynamite. And now what is this? Anthony Aries, he has the Curse of Aries locked in, finally! A move that has made many victims tap out in the past. But it doesn't matter if Draven Soulis taps out here. You have to climb the ladder to win it. But Anthony Aries has that Curse of Aries locked in deep. The agonizing pain that Draven Soulis has to be in. It's going to be hard for Draven Soulis to climb the ladder. I don't even know how Draven Soulis can climb the ladder at this point in this match. And now Anthony Aries has his chain. A chain that has been the deciding factor of many of Anthony Aries' matches as of late. Now he has it wrapped around his fist, looking to knock out Draven Soulis. And he strikes Draven Soulis with the chain. Just knocking Draven Soulis out. Look at this replay. Right off the skull. That chain strike was the deciding factor in their Genesis match from January earlier this year. And now Anthony Aries, he's climbing the ladder. Draven Soulis is knocked out in the middle of the ring, but Anthony Aries showing the effects of the damage that Draven Soulis has done to him in this match. Climbing the ladder slowly, giving enough time for Draven Soulis to get back in the fight, and now Draven Soulis now grabbing the leg. And now he has a leg lock locked in, targeting the ankle of Anthony Aries as he's on top of the ladder, and now just striking the leg. Trying to pull Anthony Aries off the ladder, and he does. And now what is Draven Soulis doing here? He has a chair. What is Draven Soulis setting up here? Now just choking Anthony Aries on the ground. This is all about being the face of FBW. And now Anthony Aries grabbing the ladder. This is not looking good for Draven Soulis, and he cracks the ladder right off the skull of Draven Soulis. Now Anthony Aries laying down the ladder, setting up the ladder to do some damage. Anthony Aries has been in many ladder matches. He knows how to use the ladder for his advantage. And what is he going for? Is he looking to drive the skull of Draven Soulis into the ladder? And no, Draven Soulis got the upper hand, and a bulldog right off the ladder. A bulldog right off the ladder. Anthony Aries, he's out cold. Anthony Aries' skull bashing off that ladder. This has been a very brutal ladder war here to kick off the biggest show of the year, WrestleBash 9. Now Draven Soulis, he's trying to set the ladder back up. And he manages to get the ladder set back up, looking to climb the ladder and win his first championship here in FBW. But Draven Soulis feeling the effects of that leg. And now what is this? And Anthony Aries with a bat right to the legs of Draven Soulis. That bat just cracking off the leg, and he throws him back into the ring. Even if Draven Soulis if he manages to win this match, I don't even know how he's going to have a reign as champion with the damage done to his leg. And Draven Soulis kicking that bat into the skull of Anthony Aries. Draven Soulis with an enziguri, having the bat ricochet off the skull of Anthony Aries. And now Draven Soulis has the chain of Anthony Aries. Could he be looking for revenge? And he strikes Anthony Aries with the chain. Revenge for Genesis 2025 from this January. And now setting the bat and the chain over the neck of Anthony Aries, and a leg drop. A leg drop right to the neck of Anthony Aries with that bat and chain over him. Anthony Aries has a history of neck problems in his career. And now Draven Soulis looking to put the stamp on this match and retrieve the United States Championship once and for all. Could we be looking at a new United States champion in the class act? But no, Anthony Aries. Anthony Aries striking Draven Soulis. The resilience of Anthony Aries, you cannot deny it. Throwing Draven Soulis right into the ladder. Shoulder first. You target the arm, you injure the arm, you can't reach and use your arms to grab the United States Championship, but Anthony Aries looking to retain.
Anthony!
Wait, what is that? That's the mask of Felix Zapata. Throwing the mask of Felix Zapata. Anthony Aries has his cousin's mask, but he's deciding, does he? Oh no, wait, what is this? And he tips Anthony Aries off the ladder. Anthony Aries being distracted by the mask of his cousin, who he's been yet able to fight. Anthony Aries conflicted of if he should have got the belt or keep the mask, but now Draven Soulis climbing up the ladder. Could this be the final moments of this match? Draven Soulis is our new champion.
And your winner, the curtain call, Draven Soulis.
We had a new United States champion and possibly a new face of FBW in its near future. The class act Draven Soulis outsmarted Anthony Aries with the mask of Felix Zapata. That's why you cannot underestimate this man. He has a bright future here in FBW, and it starts with the United States Championship.
I told all of you, I am here to fix this broken community. This is a create.
Si j'ignore d'où vient ce fléau,